I can see where this is going. How are you all doing tonight? My name is Bigbobbedboi, and welcome. Guys, I have something really amazing for all of us here today. You probably noticed that I put a lot of screenshots from vanilla and early BC in my videos. Really old screenshots. The reason I have those is I actually still have that original computer, not just the hard drive, that whole computer. It's really old. It was old back then. It's a Sony Vaio. Sony used to make really good computers, by the way. And I was on there the other day seeing if there was anything else that I hadn't archived yet, like some more WoW related stuff. And I found a folder for WoW Map View. Now, if you've never heard of WoW Map View, it's a program we used to use back in the day to just explore the map in WoW outside of the game. Find stuff out of bounds and just whatever the fuck you wanted to use it for. I opened that folder and I was like, oh wow, that's cool. Let me try that out. And it wouldn't run. And it doesn't run on Windows 10 either, this version. But in that WoW Map View folder, there was a video file. And it was in details mode, so there was no thumbnail. I instantly knew what it was. This is mid-2000s porn. Excellent. Fucking yes. So, I had my tissues ready. I dimmed the lights, started the video. And I was a little disappointed at first. Threw my tissues on the ground, had a disappointment boner. But then I was actually really excited because it's a video of a Warsong Gulch game in vanilla WoW, and it's amazing. I don't know why I saved this. I don't know if this is still available anywhere else, archived somewhere on the internet, but I had it, and I watched it once. It's hilarious. It's not from my point of view. It's somebody who occasionally we would invite into a pre-made, but this looks like it was done really late at night or something. It's not everybody is there, but it's hilarious. So we're just gonna watch the video. I'll walk you through and give commentary. If you want to watch the video without my commentary, well, just mute it because there's just music and it's pretty terrible. So let's get into it. All right, a warrior's life in Warsong Gulch, semicolon, close parenthesis. Let's see how accurate this is to that. Okay, so I do remember most of these people here. You can see I'm in this group just under Sisley there. Sisley was a really good warlock. I remember them, and then Christoph. That guy's still around. He was a pretty good priest back then, and Gianni, that guy wasn't with us very much. It looks like this was, like very, very early morning or very, very late night because, like half of this group is not people that would normally have been on the pre-made. And it's also very early. You can tell it's very early because, I don't know what these, emotes are here. Oh shit, now we got like the 1960s Batman on-screen effects. I like that. But we can see that Christoph there is a marshal, and Sisley was also a marshal. Sisley was, I think, third Grand Marshal, so this was still pretty early. And actually, I ended up getting Grand Marshal before Christoph, even though I'm Lieutenant Commander here. I mean, come on, we're fucking ballin'. You know what we do. If you see this mod of theirs where it shows like a face and 2 health bars in the middle, this is like peak 2006 mods. I remember this mod because this person told me, there it is. This person told me how good it was. What it does is it like tries to calculate your chances of winning based on like how much damage you're doing and how much damage they're doing. And the face will change like based on your chances. It's really, really, really dumb and awful, but that's the kind of mods that we had in 2006. And you see that expert, just MLG level Paladin gameplay right there, on point with those cleanses. In fact, that's what, like 90% of playing in Paladin was at the time. Tank and Sprint 2. Tank and Sprint 2, guys. Didn't you know that shit? But yeah, if you see, I'm not really doing that much damage. I mean, I'm doing some when it comes to it, but a lot of the time was just cleansing, freedoms, bops. I think we had Blessing of Sacrifice at the time too. And you see that I'm still rocking Arcanite Reaper. I wore that for a long time. I used that up until Grand Martial weapons. There wasn't a lot of things you could do in the meantime, although it looks like this warrior here's got Earthshaker. I think that's the old model for it. And you'll see I have the white Swift Steed. I got that one. I did the Paladin one, but I tried to do it like launch day. I got everything, I had the gold, I went and did it. In School of Manson, it was super, super bugged, so we couldn't finish it. Just said fucking about the Swift White Steed. And fucking Gianni back there, I don't know if you picked that up, but Gianni was on just the epic, not the Swift one, just the plain epic mounts. I missed that just barely. I had almost enough gold to buy one, and then somebody was like, hey, they're going to release an epic Paladin mount, man. Why buy that? Just get the epic Paladin mount. I don't know who told me that, but to this day, that is probably my most hated person in the entire world. I don't recognize any of these horde names either, unfortunately. I do remember a lot of the horde on this server, which, again, this is Silver Moon US. But, yeah, I don't know any of these guys. And you see, this guy's like level 55 or some shit. So it was not locked to level 60s. It was still just 51 to 60. So it was very, very rare, though, that you would find lower levels in here because there wasn't much for them to really gain out of here. Yeah, I don't know who that dead hunter is. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Or this other rogue. Trying to see this fucking rogue's name. Can't read it. It starts with a B. Okay, I can see that. Okay, there's a lot here. Okay, so Jonso, I do remember that guy. He was a mage. He was pretty good. But you can read that a little bit in the chat box. It says buff ahoy sequence started. Gather around me for buffs. So apparently I was using a mod called Buff Ahoy that would kind of cycle through buffing people with my blessings. I remember that because we had just regular blessings. There were no greater blessings at the time. So we would have to rebuff during fights. And trying to keep track of that was just ridiculous. You would let the mod do it for you. Having that spit that out and say, gather around me, was because they had really short range. I remember doing an Onyxia before like any guilds had cleared it. It was a pug. We were just trying and we didn't beat it. I was on Kings. And trying to rebuff that during the fight, I could only get like 1/3 of the raid because the range on it was just so short. And what we're doing here, I do vividly remember this. So if you left a game at this point, you would not get a deserter debuff. There was no deserter debuff. So a lot of times people would see our pre-made and they would just AFK out. And that would end the game for us. You know, you only had 2 minutes to complete it because people would leave. This guy, Jonso, he didn't really do that. He ended up having like a pre-made put together on Horde side, and they were always pretty good. A lot better than the other pre-mades. Double Blank. Shit, I missed that. So what we would often do is, if you didn't get any flag caps, you wouldn't get really hardly any honor or rep. You mostly got that. In fact, you may have only got that outside of HKs for capping flags. So we would let them cap a flag just for not AFKing out. There's that fucking mount again, you bitch. You bitch. I would have got the white one too. I don't know what this mod is showing, like buffs and casts that other people were doing. I did not have that in vanilla. I would have really liked to have had it. That's actually really useful. I still don't know who the fuck this I still don't know who the fuck this rogue is. It starts with a B, but I can't fucking see. Like every time he goes by, I can get just a couple letters. And I don't know if you can tell, but like nobody's using any consumables whatsoever. That just wasn't really a thing. Nobody bothered. And you would barely ever see anybody using engineering stuff either. There was one rogue I know that did it a bit, and that guy was, again, that guy's not here with us, but he was in our premade a lot, and he was really good. That guy's name was Stax. A really good rogue. There's that fucking mount again, I swear. It's just like, anytime I see that mount, it gets to me. Cuts deep. And of course, the video quality here is really, really damn low. It is 720 by 480 pixels. Really low. Where is their flag bearer? Oh, man. This brings me back, because we would have, if it wasn't against a premade, like this is what a lot of the games were. There was nothing really we could do, because they were just so bad. We were going to win, so we would try to, sometimes let them cap a flag if they weren't, if we were worried about them AFKing out or something like that. But otherwise, it was just us kind of like dominating. And the thing is, not trying to brag here, but I would say that at the time, I was the best PvP Paladin on the server, mainly because there just wasn't that many. There was like one other guy that took it seriously, and I remember that guy's name was like Zos or something like that, and he had a bunch of raid gear, and we would duel, and he never beat me once. But as Paladin, like I said, you play very defensively. You were doing a lot for your teammates more than you were out doing damage or shit like that. But even still, like, we weren't great. It looks like this person has the same pretty much key bindings as everybody else did, which were the default ones. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, dash, equals. And then, like, another bar will be, like, control in those or shift in those. Like, hardly anybody had a lot of key bindings back then. Okay, I can kind of read that. Do you need dark iron ore? Nope. And another thing you may have noticed was why would I need dark iron ore? I don't know. You're a tank rating. Maybe you want some fire resist gear. Get some of that made. Maybe. I don't know. Actually, this person is in the guild Clouded Mines, which I was in for a while. I signed the charter for that. And amazingly, in Classic, I leveled up an Alliance Hunter. I did 2 of them. We're working on 2 of them. One of them, somebody invited me to a guild with that same name. And it actually turned out to be a guy who was also in Clouded Mines on Silvermoon US here. Which, pretty surprising. So and this guild is actually still around raiding. So if any of the current members see this, you owe it all to me, okay? I signed that charter along with a couple really other good players. We had Hazed, Catalyst, and Amelia. If anybody remembers them, really good players. And then there's other guilds you might mention or you might recognize here. There's one Iltarindi that there are some of the Legion legendaries were named after people in that guild from this server, because one of the guys there ended up working at Blizzard, and I ended up playing with that guy a little bit here, but actually a lot more in Wrath. Pretty cool guy. Now, we weren't using consumables, but we did take buffs really seriously. Like, every one of us had that fucking pirate hat that would give you the stand buff. I don't know why, but we did. We used that. But a lot of us serious PvPers, like Christoph here you see, and myself, and the two people that were already Grand Marshal by this point, I think they were as well. We weren't even in guilds. We were just always ungilded. There was no time to raid here. Oh, yay. Equals D. There we go. And yeah, you can see I was on the... Oh, shit. We got a cat. We got credits. We're rolling credits. Oh, shit. Yes, I was like the first human to have cats, I think. There was one other guy named Zakar who was working on it at the same time as me. He may have beat me. I remember that guy. And yeah, really good warlock there. Sicily. They just disappeared one day. It was pretty weird. Just like they disappeared during a raid and never came back. Nobody knows ever what happened to them. It was pretty weird. Malfurious. I don't remember that guy. That other rogue didn't get the credits. Recorded and edited by, yeah, really good job. Well done. See you in game. Probably not, you know, this is about 15 years ago. But really appreciate you making this video. Like I said, yeah, I don't know if this is still archived on any site or anything. I remember we used to watch a lot of WoW videos back in the day, but they were, you know, all really bad quality like this. And it mostly didn't happen until BC. Lots of arena vids came out in BC. But man, I found this a couple weeks ago or like a month ago. I don't fucking remember. And I knew I wanted to do a video on this, so it just took me a while. I had some other videos to make, but it's really amazing watching this. This is it's almost as nostalgic as, you know, going through all the screenshots I took and stuff like that. And I'm really happy to answer any questions or comments, you know, you guys have about this video. I'll be checking this one for those. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed this video, well, I probably won't really have any others especially like this because it's kind of a one-time deal. But hit that sub button, the bell, like button, all that stuff. Stick around. I do lots of other videos on WoW Classic and also lots for BC. And I stream here on YouTube. We've had some really great streams lately. Would be really happy to have you there. I talk a lot about, you know, vanilla and original BC. Lots of early WoW stuff comes up on those streams. But that is going to be all for this one. I really appreciate you all joining me, and I will see you all for the next one.